Hi, I'm Jay McDonald, President of the Fraternal Order of Police of Ohio, and I've just gotten back in my office after going to the Ohio Supreme Court to witness the oral arguments about whether Marsy's law victim rights apply to police officers or not. The media brought a lawsuit against the city of Columbus trying to force the release of names in violation of Marsy's law by claiming that law enforcement officers cannot be victims of crime because they are actually agents of the state, and therefore that they're not covered under this law that was overwhelmingly approved by voters. Their argument centers around the fact that they think voters weren't smart enough to understand that this law would apply to law enforcement officers, and then also law enforcement volunteers for hazardous duty, therefore they can't be victims of crime. Those arguments are ridiculous. They are outrageous. Of course law enforcement officers can be victims of crime. In fact, the lawyer arguing on behalf of the state said when a law enforcement officer takes off his or her badge, they cannot take off their bullet wounds. And I thought that was a very impactful statement, because when we place ourselves into hazardous situations on behalf of the public, we don't give up our rights as law enforcement officers to be victims of a crime. The fact that we would even have that argument speaks to the just the flat out outrageous belief that that we are there to be punched, we are there to be shot at, and that none of these rights apply to our members when they're out serving the public. Now, they're going to take this issue under advisement. We'll know in a couple months of whether the media was persuasive to the Ohio Supreme Court, but I have my fingers crossed that the Supreme Court will see this our way, and this law will be broadly applied to law enforcement officers all across the state of Ohio, and it will provide the same level of protection for our members as it does for everybody else. That's our point of view, is that this law does not apply to my next door neighbor, but not to me. And so we will keep you updated on the Supreme Court when they make this final ruling. And just so you know, it was the FOP who was there advocating on your behalf. Nobody else in our realm was there to represent law enforcement officers today other than the Fraternal Order of Police. So thanks, be safe, God bless you, God bless the FOP.